हेमरॉइड्स कहाँ पर होता है? एनल कनाल, ठीक है. What is the length of anal canal? It is 4 centimeter long from anal verge to the top of anorectal ring. The surgical anal canal is 4.5 centimeter in length, on which surgeons operate for hemorrhoids. Proximal there is columnar epithelium and distally there is squamous epithelium, which is modified. The anal canal is divided into 3 parts: upper, middle and lower. The upper part is of approximated 15 mm in length, middle part is also 15 mm in length and the lower part is 8 mm in length. Upper part contain column of Morgagni, on which all the column of Morgagni, glands and crypts are present, whereas in middle part there is only columnar epithelium which lack of glands. In the distal part there is sweat gland, sebaceous gland, from which the fistula or any abscess reoccurs. This is the diagram that shows the rectal mucosa, levator ani muscle, external anal sphincter muscle, internal anal sphincter muscle, column of Morgagni. There is also a surgical landmark known as dentate line or pectinate line. There are 2 types of hemorrhoids: internal hemorrhoids and external hemorrhoids. Internal hemorrhoids are always occur from above the dentate line and external hemorrhoids are below the dentate line. What are anal cushions? Anal cushions are also known as hemorrhoidal cushions. There are 3, mainly left lateral, right anterior and right posterior, and they are also associated with 6 hemorrhoidal arteries. Main arteries are superior, middle and inferior rectal arteries. These runs along with their venous drainage, that is superior, middle and inferior hemorrhoidal vessels. This is the pectinate line. Above the pectinate line there is sympathetic autonomous nerve supply, and below the pectinate line there is nerve supply by pudendal nerve. So any hemorrhoids which occur above the dentate line is internal hemorrhoids, which is in most of the cases it is painless. Where the hemorrhoids occurs below the dentate line, it occurs with painful clinical features. This is the anal sphincter. What is anal sphincter? Internal sphincter is thickened continuation of circular layer of muscularis propria of distal rectum and occupies mainly 2/3 of anal canal. It contributes approximated 50 to 85% of resting tone of anal canal. This is the external sphincter. It is formed by puborectalis muscle. The puborectalis along with levator ani. The internal anal sphincter is usually involuntary and external anal sphincter is voluntary, although the sphincter muscle mass is found to a potential space for intersphincteric plane. This plane may be substituted with many of abscess, fistula in ano or perianal abscesses. This plane is important as it contains the basal parts of 8 to 12 apocrine glands which can cause infection, and it is also route for spread of pus, maybe fistula and abscesses. This is the intermuscular space, supralevator abscess, intersphincteric abscess, perianal abscess and intermuscular abscess. These are the most common locations for abscess. What are the arterial supply? Above the pectinate line, it is supplied by superior rectal artery. Superior rectal artery, which is a branch of inferior mesenteric artery, and it anastomoses with middle rectal artery. Below the pectinate line, there is inferior rectal artery, which is a branch of internal pudendal artery, which also anastomoses to middle rectal artery. Venous drainage runs along with the arterial supply: superior rectal vein, middle rectal vein and inferior rectal vein. And lymphatic drainage. The most important factor is dentate line, pectinate line. It is most important landmark in examination for internal hemorrhoids, for any abscesses. Above the pectinate line there is para-aortic lymph node, and below the pectinate line there is deep inguinal lymph node. So any malignancy occurs above the dentate line, directly there are high chances of metastasis to other organs because of lymphatic spread through para-aortic lymph nodes. This is the difference between the above and below dentate line. Above the dentate line there is surgical anal canal, and below the dentate line there is anatomical anal canal. Which is above the dentate line, which is cuboidal epithelium, and the venous drainage is inferior mesenteric vein and portal vein, and also contains the lymphatic drainage of para-aortic lymph nodes. And below the dentate line, there is a skin squamous epithelium, and there is a superficial and deep inguinal lymph nodes. The above the dentate line, मैंने बताया था, the supply is from autonomic nervous system. So the internal hemorrhoids are very painful. Internal hemorrhoids are painless until they get thrombosed or they cause infection. Where below the dentate line, it is supplied by pudendal nerve, which is very sensitive for any stimulus. So below the dentate line, hemorrhoids are very painful. Now comes to the part of examination. This is the position, left lateral position, that is also called as Sims position. For examination of perianal region, while the most commonly the patient is examined in left lateral or Sims position with the buttocks overlying the edges of examination couch. Other positions are Trendelenburg position or jackknife positions. What is digital rectal examination? Digital rectal examination is done by index finger. The digital rectal examination is also done for which causes? Anyone? हेमरॉइड या पेरियानल डिजीज के अलावा हम किस चीज के लिए डिजिटल रेक्टल एग्जामिनेशन करते हैं? प्रोस्टेट के लिए. ठीक है, द प्रोस्टेट में मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ग्रेडिंग आफ्टर पैथोलॉजिकल क्लिनिकल ग्रेडिंग इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट विच इज डन बाय इंडेक्स फिंगर. ठीक है, डिजिटल रेक्टल एग्जामिनेशन इज डन विथ एडिक्वेटली लुब्रिकेटेड इंडेक्स फिंगर विथ लिग्नोकिन जेली. ठीक है, एनएस इज palpated for induration, tenderness and subcutaneous lesion. For any examination, after positioning of patient, we should inspection should be done first. What should we look for inspection? Anyone? Inspection में क्या क्या देखेंगे? सबसे पहले रीजन, एनल टोन देखेंगे. अगर टाइट एनल टोन है तो आपको टाइट एनल टोन दिखेगी. इफ एनी टैग्स दिखेंगे, any induration, any abscess, pus discharge, sinus, fistula. ठीक है, then we go with palpation. That is the index finger is then introduced gently after giving oral consent. After taking oral consent from patient, we should inform them कि हम examine कर रहे हैं. Then we put the index finger and gently into the anal canal along its posterior aspect. The posterior surface of prostate gland with its median sulcus can be palpated anteriorly in male patient, while in female we palpate uterine cervix can be palpated. So in male, if there is enlargement of prostate, then we should grading is done by index finger. If our index finger cannot protrude beyond 1 centimeter, that is grade 3. If it protrudes 1 to 2 centimeter, that is grade 2 prostate. And if it does not fully protruded into the anal canal, then it is grade 3. This is instrument. देखा है किसी ने proctoscope? Examine किया है? Proctoscopic allows a detailed inspection of distal rectum and anal canal. Minor procedures can also be done by like treatment of hemorrhoids by injection or bending. Primary hemorrhoids, most common position 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock because the anal cushions are present in left lateral, right anterior and right posterior positions. Etiology for hemorrhoids unknown: staining, excessive cuffing, irregular bowel habits, constipation, increase in abdominal pressure or hard stools. Grading of hemorrhoids or piles. कैसे grade करोगे आप? First, you ask for a patient. Stage 1. Patient is only complaining of bleeding perrectally. There is no protrusion, no hemorrhoid seen or felt by patient. In grade 2, there is protrusion of hemorrhoids that spontaneously reduce after defecation. In grade 3, there is protrusion of hemorrhoids and possible to push back in manually. Patient is saying कि हाथ से push करते हैं तो चला जाता है. In grade 4, there is complete prolapse of piles that cannot be pushed manually. All the grades may be associated with bleeding or may not be associated with bleeding. Types are external hemorrhoids and internal hemorrhoids. External hemorrhoids are located distal to the dentate line and covered with anodum, whereas internal hemorrhoids are located proximal to the dentate line and covered with insensate anorectal mucosa. That's why in internal hemorrhoids, pain is not a feature. For this reason, the external hemorrhoid should not be ligated or excised without adequate local anesthesia. There may be combined internal or external hemorrhoids associated with external anal tags or fistula, and also the postpartum hemorrhoids. What are the treatment options? First is always go for conservative management. In grade 1 and 2, without any much symptoms, we should go with conservative management. What is warm sitz bath? Anyone? We instruct the patient to sit in a hot warm water tub for approximately 10 to 15 minutes, then apply topical anesthetic agents. Also, they work as an antiseptic agents. Warm sitz bath, fiber supplementation, high fiber diet, low spicy food, bulk purgatives to avoid constipation, and reading in toilet to be discouraged and encouraged to lose weight. Dietary modification are always appropriate for the management of hemorrhoids. Treatment, OPD procedures in grade 3 and grade 4 along with bleeding complication. If a patient has grade 1 hemorrhoids but the patient is saying bleeding बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही है, then we should also go with surgical management. But surgical management is mainly preserved for grade 3 and grade 4. What are the OPD procedures? First is rubber band ligation, second is sclerotherapy, infrared photocoagulation, cryotherapy, laser therapy, radiofrequency therapy. In rubber band ligation, we just apply the rubber band at the base of hemorrhoids and it will thrombose by the time. In sclerotherapy, we should use sodium polydecyl sodium polydococanal, almond oil, but it is not very effective. What is infrared photocoagulation? We use the photocoagulation therapy to thrombose the piles. Cryotherapy is done at an excessive cold temperature. What are the other surgical procedures which we used normally? That is Ferguson hemorrhoidectomy, which is a closed method, Milligan-Morgan hemorrhoidectomy, that is open method, and figure of 8 suture and plication of hemorrhoids. This is the rubber band ligation. But the reoccurrence chances of hemorrhoids in rubber band ligations are very high. Patient came in OPD with recurrent complaints of hemorrhoids. Injection sclerotherapy. There is submucosal injection of 5% phenol in almond oil or sodium tetradecyl sulfate used for anticoagulated patient or patient receiving antiplatelet therapy in heart patient. Operative hemorrhoidectomy. Closed submucosal hemorrhoidectomy is Ferguson and open is Milligan-Morgan. Nowadays, staple hemorrhoidectomy is the best option for patient which can afford staplers. This is the Ferguson approach. The hemorrhoids is excised together with overlying mucosa and hemorrhoids is dissected. What is difference between closed and open method? In closed method, we just pull the hemorrhoids and ligate from the base. We should take the transfix the pedicle, that is vasculopedicle. Hemorrhoids are caused by the dilatation of superior hemorrhoidal veins. So we should take the vessel in ligature by 3-0 vicryl and mucosal defect is then closed completely with a continuous suture. In stapled hemorrhoidectomy, it is mainly done for grade 4 prolapsed piles. The advantage are lesser operative time, less bleeding, less post-operative pain and need for analgesia. What is open technique? In open technique, we dissect the hemorrhoids till the internal sphincter, we find the pedicle and then ligate it. It is very cumbersome because the transfixation ligature may be slip or maybe causes complete closure of vessel. So we should always go with open method. And other options are radiofrequency ablation, cryoablation, sclerotherapy. That's it.